Hey guys, it's David Moyer, your Dayton area real estate insider, and today I'm breaking down the top 4 first-time homebuyer programs that could help you go from renting to owning right here in Greater Dayton. If you're tired of throwing away money at landlords or tired of seeing your name on someone else's lease, this video is for you, and here's what we're going to cover. Some local grants and down payment options to help in Dayton and surrounding suburbs, a statewide OFHA program, federal options like FHA and VA loans, and smart strategies to stack them together. I'll also give you a real-life, fine print things to avoid the surprises. Let's get into it, or as I like to say, get you off the rent treadmill. Let's start with the local help. Dayton Down Payment Assistance. The city of Dayton offers a program that can give you up to 10% of your home's purchase price towards your down payment and closing costs. It's usually a zero-interest deferred second mortgage technically. That means there's no monthly payment, and you don't repay it unless you move, refinance, or sell. To qualify, you need to complete a homebuyer education class. These are important. Meet income limits, usually around 80% of the area median income, and the home has to be in the Dayton city limits. This is serious help we're talking about. Thousands of dollars that can knock out your down payment or even part of your closing costs. And here's a pro tip. Think of it like the city saying, sure, we'll help you buy the house, just don't ghost us in 5 years. No one likes that. Montgomery County and neighboring suburbs have certain home ownership areas in the greater Dayton area that offer similar down payment help like Kettering, Trotwood, Riverside, and many more. Each suburb may have its own rules. Some require a higher personal contributions. Others have different income limits or maximum purchase prices. Make sure you ask about the specific program in the city where you want to buy. And in 2024, Dayton actually had a $500,000 federal grant that helps to boost local home buying efforts. That money may be gone already, or maybe towards the end of what they can actually give out. It's only available to first-time homebuyers, 10% down, and once that money is gone, it's gone. Timing is everything when it comes to these things, and hopefully that will be replenished again in the future. If you think you may buy this year, get pre-approved early. Talk to a participating lender. These programs can move really fast. Let's talk about OFHA programs, OFHA. These are state-level programs you can use anywhere in Ohio, including Dayton. OFHA First-Time Homebuyer Programs stand for the Ohio Housing Financing Agency. They offer 30-year fixed-rate loans with special perks for first-time homebuyers. You can get down payment assistance, 3% if you're going in conventional route, or 3.5% if you're using FHA, VA, or USDA. That assistance is forgiven after 7 years. If you stay in the home, you don't owe it back, but 7 years is the minimum. If you do sell your property within that first 7 years, the payment is due back to the state, but it's prorated according to the amount of time that you spent there if you have a hardship. Usually 640 is the conventional credit score limit, or for VA or USDA, and 650 if you're going the FHA route. You also need to complete a homebuyer education course. That's the second time I've mentioned that. Homebuyer education is important. You need to know exactly what that mortgage does and what it means if you were to miss a payment and what your options are. Here's some bonus programs. Ohio Heroes. If you're a teacher, nurse, veteran, first responder, or in a similar field, you might actually qualify for a lower rate. And there's also grants for grads. If you've graduated in the last 18 months, you might get better terms or some extra help when it comes to financing a property. So if you stack this with a local program, you could get up to 13.5% of the purchase price covered between state and local support. There is a mortgage tax credit as well. OFHA also offers a mortgage tax credit. It can let you claim a credit on your taxes worth about 40% of the mortgage interest you pay every single year. This is not a deduction. It's a true credit, which means actual dollars off your tax bill. And here's a pro tip, insider tip. That mortgage tax credit can save you hundreds, even a couple $1,000s a year. That's real money. They can go towards furniture, renovations, or even just groceries. Now, there's also some federal programs that we should talk about that are specialized in first-time homebuyers. Let's talk about those classic options, FHA loans. We've talked about the Ohio FHA program, but the national program is straight out FHA. These are backed by the Federal Housing Administration, and they let you buy with just 3.5% down and credit scores as low as 580. Sometimes even lower. It depends on the lender. Make sure you talk to your agent and talk to your lender to see what they can do for you if you fall within those parameters. Because you're putting down 3.5%, you're going to pay mortgage insurance both upfront and monthly. FHA is often the easiest way into a home if your credit isn't perfect and the funds are not necessarily there for a larger down payment. You can also combine FHA with OHFA, and assistance for local grants significantly reduced how much cash you need up front. Remember those down payment assistance. One of my personal favorites, VA loans. If you're a veteran, you're a first-time home buyer, or if you're active duty, National Guard, or a surviving spouse, you may qualify for a VA loan through the Department of Veterans Affairs. Some of the benefits you may qualify for: 0% down. There's no monthly mortgage insurance, and the rates are flexible, and that makes for easy home ownership. There is a one-time funding fee for a lot of our veterans unless you qualify otherwise. Overall, this is one of the best loan products out there. Here's a stacking tip. You can combine VA loans with OHFA down payment assistance and even a local grant. It's not just possible, it's powerful. Imagine getting into a home with 0 down and having help with your closing costs. You really can't beat that. Here's some bonus tips. Let's talk about how to layer these programs the smart way. Here's a sample stack that I've seen work incredibly well. You can use the Dayton 10% down payment assistance program. Combine it with an OHFA FHA loan and a 3.5% down payment assistance. If you're a teacher or a nurse, tack on the Ohio Heroes credit, and if you add the mortgage tax credit for long-term savings. With that stack right there, your total out-of-pocket might be just a few $100s for a house. Yes, you heard me right, a few $100s for a house. And if you qualify for VA, you could potentially walk into your home with almost nothing out of pocket. But be warned, not all lenders participate in these programs, and even fewer are good at combining them. It's good to make sure you talk to your lender, talk to other lenders, and talk to your real estate expert to really combine the best strategy that's going to work for you and make the most sense for what your goals are and how long you plan on staying in the home. Make sure you're working with someone who knows exactly how to stack strategically. There's also some gotchas that we need to avoid. Real quick, here are some pitfalls that could trip people up. The funds run out. Remember those timely funds I talked about at the beginning of the video? These are often first come, first serve. So don't delay. If you see anything out there, get on it right away. You might still need $500 to $1,000 of your own money, even if you have these programs. Most programs want you to have some skin in the game. While we can stack some of these programs to only have you bring a couple $100s to closing potentially, there are programs out there that have greater restrictions, and they do want to see you contribute something, making you that much more of a serious buyer. If you move too soon, we talked about those timeframes. It can cost you. And with those programs with the down payment assistance and everything, if you sell or refinance before the forgiveness period, you might actually owe that grant back. Everything is prorated depending on the time. Some of these down payment assistance programs tell you have to be in the home for 5 years. Some tell you have to be in the home for 7 years. Make sure you know what your plan is when you use these programs so you don't have to necessarily pay that back if and when you go to sell. You also need some decent credit and some manageable debt. These aren't subprime loans. And lastly, one of the things is home conditions matter. Many programs require the property to pass the inspection and be move-in ready. This goes along with regular FHA loans and VA loans. If the home has peeling paint, missing handrails, any broken glass, or anything that is an easily detectable habitability issue, the appraiser can actually note this in the appraisal, and then you will have the entire process stop until the seller, and sometimes the buyer, make the repairs necessary to complete that appraisal. Just be warned that house condition does matter when you're looking to use these programs. The more you know up front, the smoother your home's buyer experience will be. In closing, let's talk about it one more time. You have local grants with deferred loans. You have statewide assistance and tax credits. You have federal low down and no down payment options. And we've talked about how to stack those up like a pro. If you want help figuring out what you're qualified for, just shoot me a message. I'll build a personalized path based on your credit, income, and target neighborhoods, and put you in contact with a lender who can walk you through all the different processes that work right for your circumstance. No two buyers are identical. No two buyers' goals are identical. And hey, if this helped you, give it a like, share it with a friend who needs a home, and follow for more Dayton area real estate tips. Once again, thanks for watching. I'm David Moyer, your Dayton real estate ally. Stay informed, stay bold, and let's get you home.